Hello, and welcome to the audio commentary for Gears of War on Insane Difficulty. I am Yokai the Runner, and with me I have Brassmaster.
Hey, y'all.
I know I said in the last commentary for the Insane Difficulty run that it was going to be around forever because only an idiot would try and run this game again on Insane. Apparently,
But you were right.
Yes, I was definitely right. Absolutely right.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Man, and not only did I decide to run it again on Insane, I put an insane dumb stipulation, or additional requirement on it. I decided I was only going to accept perfect reloads the whole run. And I did it. So yay me. But wow, it caused a lot of resets.
Yep.
Part of the reason I decided to do that was because on Insane Difficulty I found out, when did I find this out? Pretty close to the end, in Act 4 of the last time I ran this game, I found this out.
Yeah, it must have been like the roof segment, I think.
On Insane Difficulty, well, first of all, I used to think that on Insane Difficulty, most of the enemies won't even die to a single headshot. And then I found out that actually an active reload will kill almost any enemy in a single shot. My god, this is ugly. Why did I let that go?
Because you tried it like another 100 attempts, I think.
Oh, is that why? How many attempts did it take? Hold on, let me find out.
Yeah.
Was I just not able to kill them both with a single grenade?
Yeah. I don't think you were able to do that, and then that was your fastest time that you could get. So during this whole process, the last time he streamed a lot of it, so I was able to watch a bunch of the attempts. But this time he didn't stream much at all, so I didn't see much of it. And this is the first time I get to see the run.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be an adventure.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I only spent 78 attempts on that segment, which is like nothing. I spent like 2 minutes on that segment.
Yeah. And what he means by nothing, you'll find out later.
Yeah. Like this segment here took me 123 attempts. But yeah, so I was going back. Oh wait, first of all, sorry, I got interrupted. Well, this is effing ugly too, but this one has the benefit of being timed.
Yep.
So as long as I beat the scripted event, it didn't really matter.
Yep, beat the scripted event, get perfect reloads.
But damn, it's ugly. Like,
yeah.
I would not... Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. So I found out near the end of the last time I ran this on Insane that a perfect reload makes the sniper work basically like it does on casual, where all the normal enemies, you can shoot them anywhere and they die in one shot. So I knew once I got the sniper rifle that it was going to become a game of always getting perfect reloads, because a not perfect reload would take 2 shots, and failing a reload would cost even more time. So I knew as soon as I get the sniper rifle that missed reloads were not going to be an option anymore. And then, so I decided that, well, if that's the case, the whole game, that's what I'll do. I won't accept any normal reload or missed reload.
Yep.
And yeah, so I mean, part of the reason for that even was, Miles is my hero, first of all. The guy that's running the Metroid Prime runs, has an ungodly amount of patience. So I got a little lucky here. This was a pretty decent attempt. Well, up to here it's good. And then later on you'll see that it gets pretty ugly.
Yeah, that was really good. Wow.
But Miles has like a crazy, insane amount of patience and willingness to redo segments over and over for very minuscule improvements.
We're talking a frames improvement.
Yeah, so so this is where it starts to get ugly. Because this is after the checkpoint that I passed through on this segment. So if I die, I have to go back and do a bunch of save manipulation to reattempt it. And I'm on Insane with the hammer burst, which is a crappy weapon. I mean, well, it's the second best weapon to the sniper and the shotgun. But anyway, it's really easy to die here. So I had to play chicken with these guys and be way far away. What really annoys me is that this guy doesn't die to that last round, that I had to do that reload.
Yeah.
If that last group of 4 had hit him in the head, he would have died then, and I would have been pretty much happy with the segment.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, my goal was to try and make a Miles-worthy speedrun, which I know I didn't do. But I think I did. I think I did pretty much. Did you ever see that the recent speedrun done by Slinky and the other guy that did the Halo Legendary?
No.
Co-op, like the two guys, they split up the acts and they did a Legendary difficulty run of Halo, and it's pretty damn good. So I think this is good enough to be favorably compared to that run. So I mean, I'm happy about that. And it was interesting when I was going back and watching this to write comments for all the segments. Well, first of all, I know that the first couple acts look worse because I don't have a sniper. They look less polished. It's gonna be that way on this difficulty. If you don't have a sniper, it's not gonna look as polished. Yeah. But I don't know if it's because I mean, I probably did get quite a bit better at it over the course of the run. But I went back and watched these segments, and I was like, why the hell did I let that go? This is really ugly. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're good segments. They look ugly compared to the later segments.
Yep, I do know a lot of these, you were definitely, like, not pleased with it, and you tried it again for quite some time. I know a couple you showed me, and I said, well, you should go for faster. And you tried, I don't know, like another 100, maybe 200 attempts, and still
yeah.
didn't do.
Which one? So I think that one that I said, yeah, that one, 200, is that one? I'm not sure. Segment 4, whichever one that was, took 245 attempts. I think that's
the start of the chapter. That's the
one where I go through the checkpoint. So the one that I was talking about at the end. Yeah, there was 245 attempts, although the bulk of those ended before the checkpoint. So I didn't kill the 3 guys before the gate, or get through the gate before the cutscene. But yeah, actually the attempt numbers for before I get the sniper are not too bad. I'm looking at them, and a lot of them, like half of them, are under 100.
Oh,
so
nice.
that's pretty decent. This one took me a while. Running by that troika, even behind that pillar thing, takes a surprising amount of time. Or I mean, you die to the troika a surprising amount of times. I got to use the Lancer there because it actually happens to be the fastest way to kill that guy. Which is interesting. I so thought I was going to miss the hole on this one because I got stuck on the car there.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know how the grenade actually managed to land in the hole, but it did.
Yep. So I guess it would be a good point to say that a lot of the strategies used here that are different from the past Insane run are strats that I found when doing the casual run. So this run was started after the completion of my 1 hour 30 minutes casual run, segmented. So a lot of those strategies were used, but you even found a few that were even faster, which kind of ticked me off.
Yeah,
some of these segments are faster than my casual run.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I mean, I'll give you the spotlight, but the rest of them, that kind of ticked me off.
The rest of them. Did I tell you that I added it up at some point?
Oh no, I'm curious.
So your runtime was 130.27. The runtime on this one, so yours on the easiest difficulty was 130.27. This one is 135.12. So I'm 5 minutes slower than you, and a minute and a half of that is due to stuff that are you have to use a different strategy because of the difficulty difference.
Yeah.
One of those is coming up, and the other one is the car segment. But then, yeah, so yours is 5 minutes faster than mine, which I thought it was going to be more than that.
Yeah, I think we both did. Oh, another chainsaw. Wow.
Yeah, because if you don't chainsaw him, he either runs towards you and hide. Because it takes like 4 hammerburst shots, 4 hammerburst groups.
Fast cutscene too. Jeez.
Yeah. So this is it. This segment is 40 seconds longer than yours because the Troika is the fastest way to do it. Like, after I had gotten to Act 4 or something like that, I decided to come back here and try it again and see if I could do it with the Hammerburst faster. And I found that the only strategy I found that would actually survive it was if you ran up to the left around the fountain there, and there's a row of sandbags just on the other side of the fountain that you hide behind. Or no, I think actually I went all the way up to the left by that pillar on the far front left over there. But anyway, the fastest time I was able to get was, it had room for improvement, but it was still 10 seconds slower than this time.
Wow.
So if I did it basically perfect, I think I could match this time using the Hammerburst the whole way with perfect reloads. So it turns out that's... I get a little lucky here with these 2 grenade throws. That it worked out just perfectly that those grenades killed both the guys over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the one guy was hiding back there, and then you saw that first guy go off to the back right, so I was like, awesome, and I chucked 2 grenades, and it got him. So that happened to be it. That took 278 attempts.
I'll open the door.
Anyway, what was I talking about earlier that I stopped talking about?
Oh, you were calculating the time that you saved over my run?
Oh, yeah. So, so I got from you a list of how long each segment took, and some of my segment breaks were in different spots than yours, so I adjusted those accordingly. And I think I did the math at some point, and if you add up... Well, hold on, let me do it again real quick. I don't remember for sure.
Oh man, this is gonna make me feel like crap.
Oops. Paste special. Values. There we go. And then sort. Go away. Sort. There we go. And then we'll get rid of all the positive ones.
So
I tied.
This segment here.
I tied exactly 2 of your segments.
Nice. So this segment here, I thought that there's no way I could improve it on my run because I did it as fast as possible. The rest of it's scripted events. But he saved time. I think it was like 2 seconds on this segment because you figured out the trigger for the next scene after this, and it's where Dom.
So it's when Dom gets to this final position right about here. So if you want to make it go faster, you just have to luck manipulate Dom to jump over that barrier sooner.
And that reload doesn't count because he didn't actually reload. Did I
let one go?
Yeah, you let the Gnasher go.
Oh, I did that here too? I failed 2 reloads? Oh man. Yeah, that one. So in this game, I don't know what actually causes it to trigger, but occasionally, even if you have a weapon that's completely full on ammo, when you pick up ammo from the ground, it'll trigger a reload. And so that one doesn't count because I didn't actually trigger it, so I just let it do its thing since the gun was full anyway.
Yep. So that would make 2 because I know about the one later.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was the only one. There's actually one. There's one in Act 2 when I first pick up the sniper rifle that it does the same thing, and it did it to me a couple of times in a row. So I actually redid the segment until I got the perfect reload. Then, like, even though it was an automatic reload.
Nice.
I didn't realize that I had missed one here, or I might not have worried about it.
Yeah. Oh, I just happened to notice it.
Anyway, 87 seconds.
Oh.
So a minute 30 or so. I saved over. So you could take at least a minute 30 off of your time.
Yeah. So sub 129 is possible with like perfect luck and perfect gameplay.
Yeah. So.
That's nuts.
And I don't know why. I don't know what the hell I was thinking on this segment. I stopped the hammer burst too soon, and so I used 3 blasts to kill this guy. Now it turns out that it doesn't cost me any time because Kim takes forever to open the door anyway.
Yeah.
But I cannot believe I watched that again. I was like, why the hell did I accept this? That's so dumb. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but you knew you were going to have to do a lot of attempts later.
Yeah, and I mean, that didn't cost me any time. I mean, maybe it cost me half a second, but this segment is made or broken by Kim and, by Kim Luck primarily, when how fast he warps ahead. And I know that I tried this segment. I know I completed this segment a few times, so this must have been the fastest one.
Yeah, a lot of Act 1 is luck manipulation for Kim.
Yeah. Because, the fastest I've ever seen Kim warp, he warped right as I was running up to the button. So he actually got to the button before I did.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
That was the fastest I was able to get him to warp in an attempt. So
here's an improvement over the last run, using the Cedar 2 skip.
Did you not have that in yours? Oh no, it wasn't
over your last run.
Over my last insane run. Yeah, we didn't know about the Cedar 2 skip at that point.
Yep. So thanks again to Slinky for that one. Yeah.
Is Slinky who told us about that? The same guy that did the Halo run? Or am I making up?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I think he did a Diablo 2 run as well. Doing 100% run of that.
Did you see that crap? I shot that grub point blank with the Gnasher, and he didn't die.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
The game's cheap. Oh, that was an interesting strat. Go inside, get the cold warp, then come out and get the grenades.
Yeah, did you not?
I don't think I did. Because I think I picked them up while waiting for grubs to come out and shoot them. It's been a while since I've seen my run.
Yeah, that's the way I did it, because you have enough time to walk out there and grab them, so...
Yep.
You know, even if it only takes a second to pick them up, it's still a second. And then here, watch this, you'll be jealous.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Son of a bitch. I
So
tried
if
this
you
so many times on my run to leave either 1 or 2 of the grubs alive, and I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, what you have to do is he has to be on that chair, and what you do is you shoot him as soon as you clear the pillar, and he'll run toward you. Shoot at him, and then he'll run towards you and cover on the pillar, and then you just run past him and kill the one outside. And then these 3 should, I mean, even if it takes you a few attempts, you'll get an attempt where they'll kill the guy inside.
Oh, man. Well, even on casual, that should have helped. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I hate you, man. I hate you.
I think that's probably one of the ones I saved time on.
I would say so, yeah. Because I think I took 2 shots on one of the grubs. That's one thing that I could have done better, is a lot of my Gnasher shots should have been one-hit KOs. And
oh yeah,
some
especially
of them
on casual, yeah. Depending on, I mean, it kind of depends on how far into the segment you are and whatnot, but...
Oh, it doesn't matter. These segments are short, especially with how people are running games nowadays.
Yeah, well, I mean, that segment, the Nashor use at least is at the very beginning, so you should definitely have a one-shot.
Yeah.
But, some of the longer ones later, like the Act 4 Courtyard and stuff like that, I wouldn't blame you at all for having a few two-shots later in the segment.
Like this segment, you broke it in half. Like, this is still part of that segment, the Cedar 3 segment for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went
and there's no reason,
all the way up to the Troika.
There's no reason not to do that on casual, but on Insane, you die when that door opens so often that...
Yeah, so many attempts are done after, 2 seconds.
I wasn't gonna luck manipulate them to kill the one grub inside, and then also luck manipulate not dying as soon as the door opened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one,
you can't do the Troika skip.
Yeah, I got really close once.
Yeah, I got really close a couple times. Like, I tried it on occasion just to see if I can get it, but I haven't been successful.
I gave it 100 attempts before I gave up on it, and I got close once. And then it still took me 178 more attempts to complete the segment. I don't know why. But maybe I gave it more than 100. I don't know. I've got 278 is the number of attempts for that segment, though.
It's probably the running here, because it's easy to get caught on crap.
Maybe.
And then getting a good dive at the end.
Well, and I got a little lucky in this one. I think the Troika guy killed me quite often after I got around and was, like, running past him. Sometimes he ducks into that hallway with you and then shoots you from behind. On this difficulty, Here we go. Here's the first big attempt segment. 474.
Yeah, but you were trying to do this like the same way you do the casual run. But the problem here on Insane is it takes much more of the beam to kill these grubs than it does on casual. Like casual, you could just tap them and they're dead. This one, you actually have to hold it on them. Plus, you've got the Nemesis coming at you.
Yeah, and I'm actually really, really happy with this one. The only thing I'm unhappy about is that first beam. I left it up while I was trying to get that one guy at the end, and it didn't end up killing him.
Yeah.
So I kind of wasted a couple seconds there, and but yeah, that was only 3 hammer blasts for that on Insane is really good.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
So I was pretty happy with that one.
So here's where you can't use the casual strats. You can't nade the doors.
Yeah.
So that actually altered the grenade usage too, because earlier on in the act you can use grenades when I needed to save them for this segment.
Yeah, I don't know that there's... the thing is, grenades they're so imprecise, I guess, and they take so long to blow up that there's relatively few places in a speedrun where they're actually useful. This segment, watch it though, I got really, really good. Like, I was pretty ballsy with how often, like, how much space I gave myself to dive through a door. I was just like, you know what, it's going to take me a bunch of attempts, and sometimes like that last dive through the door I did there, he'll, like, touch you just barely with the side of his fist, and you'll, like, blow up even though he's not charging you.
Yeah. So, and then getting all those pistol reloads, too, that I know you
Yeah, that was annoying. And you know, making sure that he charges at me all the time and not Dom, and that he does it in a reasonable amount of time, and all that good stuff. Did I show you the segment where I kill him yet?
No.
Okay, watch this. You'll be impressed.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
So I found out that if I start walking right, and then basically after I move like 2 steps, I turn a 180 and continue moving to the right, so now I'm moving to the left, he'll charge at you and just miss you around the corner. Because the problem was I couldn't just aim down in front of me and put the beam.
Yeah.
Because if I put it close enough to me that it would actually hit the Berserker, then it would kill me because it's too close to me.
Yep. So comparison from this to my segment, my attempt on casual, it's the timing is exactly the same. Even though your beam, I remember you telling me about this, your beam was a little bit later than mine, but you didn't get a loading screen at that corner. I got 1 second loading on my run.
Yeah, but
that kind of sucked, but so I don't know what causes that.
Yeah, I don't know. But so anyway, I couldn't. What you did in your run was as soon as the screen loaded, you just aimed down and started shooting, and you were able to put the hammer beam a little closer to you without dying than I am.
Yep.
So, did you see that awesome first grenade throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, huh? But then watch what happens. They both die, and both of them are right there, and I get 9. So
5 and 4, yeah.
So I was like, well, I mean, that's hella ugly, but you can't argue with both of them dying.
Yeah, and it's not wasting any time either, because you're going to use all 4 anyway.
That's true. I was going to throw all 4 just to make sure. So, and getting 9 on that is pretty rare. So
yeah, I got 10 once.
I had to accept it. Once. Anyway, so yeah, I found out if you... Oh, here you go. Check this out. This is a new strategy here, too. And it's pretty badass. I know that you can kill both of them with 1 grenade. Like, even on Insane, so you absolutely have to do it on Casual. So that's the way you run in and throw that grenade there. You can kill both of them with that. And then...
Oh, you just gave me really good strats if I redid this on Casual.
Yeah.
Yep. I do exactly the same thing. Like, if I did the outside the same way that you just did, it'll be a little bit faster on Casual. But on the inside, if I can luck manipulate the grenade to do the same thing that it did in my run, I'll just shoot the wretch from where you did, and that would trigger the sequence sooner.
Yeah. And actually, like, now that I've seen that and practiced a little more and done it differently, I realized the way you need to throw it so that
wall sticky.
Yeah, I know. It's ugly, man. I think I could probably get a better grenade throw if I went back and redid this segment, but why didn't I? Just because I didn't want to deal with trying to make the ammo line up? I don't know. Anyway, this one took a lot of attempts here. What did I end up doing? Oh, yeah, it's segmented, so I did the grenade. Oh, yeah. So here's where I start using the hammer burst.
Boom shot.
Or boom shot, yeah. Boom shot to the face.
Yeah, I knew you were going to start using it a lot more. Man. Yeah, that really helps on Insane.
Yeah, it does. That would have taken forever if I wasn't using the
played it safe for those for the snipers, so you didn't end up using up all your ammo.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to reload, and I didn't want to mess up a reload and then have to do the segment again.
Yeah. I'm just watching the shots like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay,
it's really
what?
Yeah, it's really tight. You've got 12 shots, and it takes 5. I think 4 if you do it perfect, and 5 otherwise to kill one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally wussed out on that. I would. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, how many times did that segment? Yeah. That segment took me 445 attempts.
Oh, nice home screen there.
Yeah. I was reaching over to hit the start button and I accidentally mashed the Xbox button.
Oh, blind shot, nice.
Yeah, I figured segmented you have to, right?
Oh, I didn't.
You're gonna have to.
I am now.
I mean, the segment starts right there, so I think yours didn't.
Yeah,
yeah. Next time when you do it next time, you should make sure that you end it there.
Oh, I'm gonna segment in a spot you won't expect if I do it again.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It's
okay. Well, anyway,
it's not where I did, and it's not where you did.
Okay. Anyway,
future plans if I decide to go back.
Yeah. So because there's no checkpoint, so it's like a really quick restart there. So I went ahead and made sure I got the blind shot on the hole.
What are you, my mom?
What the hell were we talking? Was I talking about before? I keep getting sidetracked by other stuff.
No, I think we finished the thought. It was about the pistol, and then you started using boom shot.
No, there was something before that. I thought.
If you go back and do the grenade throw, I think you finished all your thoughts.
Whatever.
Nice dive. What we try to do for these walking while talking sequences is dive right before it, and I just kind of jabbed him for not getting the dive there, but as you can see, it's not required.
Yeah.
It just looks cooler.
It looks cooler? I see.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, you're gonna kick this door twice, right?
Yeah, like you did.
One. Oh. So,
and then I used the boom shot.
Ah, nice. I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm liking what I see.
So that worked out pretty well. And I think about a third of the time I got that grub placement to start. So, yeah.
So
coming up here,
luck manipulate that?
Yeah, I tried to luck manipulate that so that I could shoot them like that. Well, and actually, I got a little lucky that time in that the grub continued to run to the right. Basically, I just needed him to start behind that mailbox that he starts behind, or behind that newspaper bin or whatever it is, so that I could shoot the first guy as he was running towards me, and then have a shot on him, preferably undercover, but he was next to the wall, so it worked out either way.
Yep.
With an active reload, if they're standing next to a wall and you shoot the wall right near them, usually it'll kill them. So, this is where I got the forced reload that I got the perfect on the sniper, because I changed it out. I changed the boom shot out for a sniper.
Oh, and you did it with that segment for crossing the river, and that was a little slow going around that corner.
I had to redo the segment 2 or 3 times to get the reload right.
Wow.
But yeah, so I pick up the sniper and then I go pick up ammo and then it forces a reload. Except that whatever the trigger is, it seems to be consistent because it did it to me every time I did this attempt. So I knew that it was coming this time. Oh, right there. Okay. So it's when you first pick up the weapon as well sometimes, not just when you pick up ammo. So
and
I knew
that didn't look like an active reload, but it was. The timing was good.
Well, you see the weapon flash.
Yeah.
The icon of the gun will flash if you get the perfect reload. So I knew that I got it.
Yeah, the bullet didn't. That's why I was just clarifying for viewers.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was an active reload.
So. Yeah, good times.
Oh, you didn't go for my Hail Mary?
No, I'm not exactly sure that it saves time. And it's like a really difficult throw to line up correctly on a controller, so I didn't bother.
Yeah.
Because, it takes as much time as it took you to aim is how long I waited for the grenade to explode before I took off.
Yeah, either that or, I moved to the right at the same time, so you sat there and waited while I moved a little bit, so it's really debatable.
Either way. But I did get the lucky grenade throw on Insane, so I was happy about that.
Yeah. Besides, at least I need to have something that looks cooler than you, so I've got my Hail Mary throw.
Is that it?
Yes.
That's the one thing? Okay.
I've got to top you on something.
Yeah.
So how is it trying to luck manipulate this?
It wasn't too bad. I have to push the car pretty much the whole way, though, or you will die to the Troika every time.
Oh, interesting camera manipulation there to get a good dive off the car. That was good.
Yeah, because when you dive in this game, you, no matter which direction the stick is pointing, you will dive in one of the 4 cardinal directions.
Yep.
So I turned the camera so that when I popped off the car, I could just hold it right and dive the direction I wanted to dive. And then I get this right here, which I was like, God, why did that have to happen?
Yeah.
Stupid stick into 2 walls. Fortunately, it didn't cost much time, and I got the walking while talking skip, and I survived the bats there, so I was like, alright.
There you go. Alright, so here's the new strat here.
So this is the new strategy, and when you do this segment, when you record it, if you do this, you need to start your recording from the menu, from the first menu. Because that's the only way to prove that you didn't do this more than once. So what I did there was I placed the spotlight somewhere to create a safe zone. And that safe zone will persist between load last checkpoints. And if you do it again, it'll create another safe zone. So you could actually make this entire area safe if you did it like 20 times and placed the spotlight in a different spot every time. But you only need one to actually get through the segment. So I placed it at the far end of where I needed to run, and then I ran straight for it. So what you saw was I loaded the checkpoint normally, like the first time, and then I ran up and placed the spotlight, and then I loaded last checkpoint, and that has to stay in the run because it's the first section is the setup for the segment, so it's part of the run. So then that first run up to the spotlight and the loading screen are part of the segment, and then what I have to do is I have to run back inside the building and draw a Dom in there. So I had to wait a couple of seconds for that. Oh, I get the grenade throw and the kick here.
Nice. Kick the wall to get the door open. I like it.
But anyway, so then you have to draw a Dom inside and hope he doesn't die to the bats. And then you run out and hit the safe zone before the Krill get you. And then you have to hurry up and get around that barrier. You can't jump over the barrier. It takes longer, and Dom will die. So you have to go around the barrier and then start sprinting again and hope you get to the checkpoint before the Krill eat Dom.
Yeah.
And you only have like a second of spare to do it. So anyway, but yeah, so you can keep loading last checkpoint as many times as you want. So when you're doing attempts of that segment, you have to exit to the menu every time. You don't have to reload your save or anything. You don't have to copy your save back over, but you need to start from the first menu screen.
Yeah, so it's a fresh load. Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll have potentially a bigger safe zone than you should. But yeah, I figured that out when I was... Because I've known about it for a while, and I've told you about it for like 2 or 3 runs previously, that like sometimes I get this glitch where you can just stand in the dark.
Yeah, I got it too, and we had no idea what the cause was. So now we have a consistent way. Yeah,
so that's it. That's the only time I've ever seen it was there, and I finally figured it out. Is if you place the spotlight. Yeah, that's why I kept this segment. So this is where it starts to get badass. This is the first time I really used a sniper. So I got really lucky with the 2 grenades killing all of the guys over there, and then this goes really sweet too. That one took a little long, but whatever.
Yeah. I'm like just watching in awe. I don't want to say anything.
But so none of them were like hiding. They were all kind of in plain view. I got to line up all the shots pretty quick. And that's why I accepted this. This coming up here. This is the failure of the run. But it started doing the reload. And I panicked. I didn't know what to do, so I froze. So I was just like, crap, I'll just let it go.
Yeah, you didn't even pick up Gnasher ammo. That was
no, I picked up grenades.
Sniper.
I picked up grenades, and it forced me to reload. Like that was another one that just triggers automatically for whatever reason. And I feel worse about that one because it actually did reload ammo. It wasn't like already a full clip.
Yeah.
But there's no way I was going to duplicate that segment, so it had to be the keeper. That was, I think, the only time I ever actually killed them all with one round, like without. Usually, like 1 or 2 would survive, and I'd have to shoot him with a sniper before I could kill the boomer.
Yeah.
This is the other segment that takes longer on Insane, because you can't just drive like you can on Casual. The Krill will kill you 100% of the time. For some reason, like I think they always do. When the Krill damage you, they slow the vehicle down a little bit. And they slow you down more on Insane. And they do more damage on Insane. So it's enough that basically you can never outpace the Krill, and so you will die as soon as the first swarm gets to you, basically. So you just have to memorize all of the Krill spawns and stop to kill them. And so this segment takes 40 seconds longer on Insane than it does on Casual.
Yeah.
I do feel like I got a better segment than I did on my previous Insane run, though. So I'm happy about that. I think I got a little better at figuring out exactly where the spawns are. And so, yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, this segment, there's just really no way to speedrun it. It's just spawn memorization.
Yeah. On Insane, it's super easy and boring on Casual. But
yeah. Like on Casual, it'll still take a few attempts because you're going to want to cut corners as close as you can to save them frames.
Yeah,
because it's that easy.
And occasionally you get stuck on rubble on the road, and that, slows you down or stops you for a second, and you might as well reset if that happens.
Yep.
But yep. I still can't believe I went back. What?
It's a total excitement here.
Yeah. I still can't believe I went back and redid this damn run. Like,
when you said you were, I'm like, are you sure? Are you serious?
It needed to be done. This is such a better run than the previous one. I chopped a clean 20 minutes off of the time, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Even with the what did we have, like 3 minutes of time savers that I didn't know about the first time?
Yeah.
Between the Act 3 skip that we didn't know about and what's the other one?
Cedar 2.
Cedar 2, yeah. The Act 3 skip saves 3 minutes on its own, so it's like 4 or 5 minutes of time savers we didn't know about.
It's 2.5. 2.5 for Act 3, and then it's about 45 seconds for the Cedar 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's like 3 or 4. Anyway, even with the 3-4 minutes of time savers, still chopping off a full 20 minutes is quite an improvement.
Yeah, that's more than I chopped off your run. So you're Casual.
Yeah. So there's 3 guys here that have to die. 2 have to die before the hole spawns, and then I luck manipulated these guys over here to kill the 3rd one. And then this segment was just a matter of luck manipulating the hole spawns to be in a way that didn't cost me too much time or whatever.
Yeah, it looks
so
like you didn't want one first.
Yeah, yes. I didn't want a hole spawn first, and a couple of guys escaped out of the far hole there, but I was able to kill them before that pipe was eligible to explode, so it didn't cost me any time. And then this, okay, here you go. Time to be impressed again. This goes really, really smoothly.
Yeah, this is going to change strats
you have to do that grenade throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see it because one exploded right in front of me there, but you can chuck a grenade right into that hallway there.
And take out like 5 guys, 6 guys.
Yeah, if you luck manipulate a few of the guys to be in a good position, then you can take out a few with it.
Yeah, and you're getting really good with these sniper shots. It's like you get the reload and there's one guy right there for you to say hello to.
Yeah, I tried to make sure while I was reloading that I got the next guy at least close to the middle of the screen, so that
you didn't have to move too far. Yeah.
Yeah, so that I could zoom in immediately and then be close to him for the aiming.
Sweet.
So I was really happy with that segment when I got it. I'm like 98% positive that you can't do that segment faster by using the Troika. I think that the sniper there is faster than using the Troika to try and kill the guys in that hallway. Just because, you know, they hide behind stuff and it still takes a while to kill them with the Troika. And the sniper is the one shot. So even though it cost me 3 seconds to reload the sniper, with how quickly I got those aims and shots off, I'm pretty sure it was still faster than it would have taken me to use the Troika.
Yeah.
Now we have a running segment with a really ugly spot in it.
Oh, okay, so we're even on this one.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, if I redo this one, I will split this segment in half. This is a roughly 5-minute segment in my run. And like I do from here all the way up to the boards, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what you did.
Yeah, I've got this one because this is the longest segment, 343 seconds. That makes it 5.7 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it's over 5.5 minutes. I beat your time by 4 seconds on this segment.
What?
Yeah. What can I say? I'm the beast.
Oh shit.
I'm beast. Beast mode.
Now I'm curious. 4 seconds.
How did I do it? I think I probably got the dive before that walking while talking, which I doubt that you did on yours. So
I think you got better. I got it, but I don't.
Oh, did you?
I don't think it was as close as it could have been.
Yeah. You can actually use the audio cue from that of them talking. So.
Yeah. Got a really good dive there.
Yeah, it's like half a second after Dom says what was that you dive, and then you'll get it. You can time it pretty dang close to as late as possible, without too much difficulty. I don't know what it counts for the rest of the time though, because I mean, it's not like you messed up the segment.
No. I mean, the running in the building was a little sloppy, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, you just did that a little bit differently than I did, but I don't think the timing would be any different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, man. I kind of started to lose my cool at the end of this one, too. I did a lot better. There wasn't as much cursing and whatnot as last time. But I was getting frustrated at the end of how many attempts everything was taking.
Yeah.
And also, I had to... What was I doing? I was trying to finish it... Like, the last 2 weeks, I spent a lot of time working on this because I was trying to finish it
before you went out of town, that's right.
Yeah. So, that put some extra pressure on it, I suppose, that wasn't helpful.
Yeah. So what's the time frame of the run? When did you start this and when did you finish the final boss?
Oh,
out of curiosity. I think it's like December 14th, I think. Yeah. For the end. It's like mid-December.
Let's see here. So my first save date was 7/8. So whatever 7 is, and then I finished it on 12/12.
12/12. Yeah.
So 5 months is what it took me.
Not bad.
Hold on just 1 second.
And for that spot, it doesn't matter which door you go to first. The first one that you go to is going to be locked.
Okay, I'm back.
You have to run to the second one. Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. I didn't have to explain too much. I was just explaining about the two doors.
Oh, so did you see the sloppy running between the doors?
Yep. That's comparable to mine.
That was pretty sweet.
Oh, I know what it is. I know where you got the extra time.
I didn't push the guy.
No. Yeah, but you may have gotten better luck manipulations. No, you didn't, but you may have gotten better luck manipulation.
I may have gotten better luck manipulation on the Stranded, yeah. So, what's that guy's name? I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Dazzle.
So Dazzle has picked this up recently, single segment, and he found out that you can push the Stranded a little bit, but it's kind of hard to push him where you want him to go, and I think it only saves like maybe 2 seconds. So I didn't bother, and he found it out after I was done with the segment, so I didn't bother going back to try and improve it.
Yeah, there's just no point.
There's shit everywhere. Come on, man. A little bit of this, good for you. Builds your immune system.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it also builds disease. Delta 2 out. No way.
Yeah, not much to say about this this section. It's just running.
Yeah, it'll be after. About the time you get to the pumping station is where this run really starts to get good, because that's when you start using the sniper heavily.
And that's where a lot of the required fights are. Because a lot of these from the beginning you could just skip, or they're really short.
Yeah. So, and you've got the hammer burst in them, which is really not great on Insane.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just felt like the first half of this run is so ugly by comparison to the second half. I mean, I know a lot of that is kind of out of my control, because you can't get a sniper, but...
Yeah. Oh, wow, okay, you segmented the same spot.
Yeah, after I saw you do that, I figured it would probably save me some headache if I went ahead and segmented there, so that I could make sure I got the dive right, and
got the right plank.
Yeah, I didn't have to redo all that running like 5 times to get the right plank set up.
Yep. So the plank setup, there's 3 different routes possible, and 2 of them are about the same speed. The third one it takes like another 15 seconds, because it requires you to go back and forth across the room several times. So doing this segmented, you're just going to choose one of the 2 and just keep going for it until it happens.
Okay, so here you go. This segment is way different than yours.
Yeah, you can't use my strat. Like, the strat in my run, I put myself in the middle of all these wretches and just rotate around, mailing them. But that's way too close for Insane.
Yeah, you cannot be near them when they explode on Insane.
Nope. That's like being near a grenade. You're gone.
Yeah, they're basically grenades. So I had to really... Come on. Be a pansy and run away from them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
too bad you can't see the 2 fake wretches on your run as well. There's 2 fake wretches that the image is there, but they're not real. And you can see them on my run, and I totally ignore them because I learned where both of them pop up. That's really weird.
Yeah, that segment's difficult. I finally found, like, it took me a long time to figure out how to clear the room in a way that didn't get me killed, but yet still let me kill all the wretches in a decent amount of time.
Yeah, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, it turns out that that just going back and forth a long route like that works out the best. Because if you try and like run around carts or something, then you have to wait for the wretches to get around the cart so they're clear so that you can shoot them. So that route that I found there seemed to be the fastest.
So here's another anti-speedrun part. As soon as you kick the door, I think it's 34 seconds until Jack rips the door. Which I really hate that, because there's a couple of these spots where, like right here, you can be done way before Jack. Like, you're done. And you have to sit here and wait.
And hope that a wretch doesn't kill you.
Yep.
Oh, crap! I just got, and this was still before I found a consistent way to get, or a more consistent way to get the sniper reloads. So I was still losing a lot of attempts to sniper reloads.
Oh, that's a really good segment break. That gets you in a really good position to dive for the button. Unless you get like a really good dive through that door.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm definitely going to use that, and I've got to change plans for a future run now.
Okay.
I'm getting other ideas. No, if I redo the run, I am taking out the boomer. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you can't do it on Insane.
Oh, you can't?
I'm pretty sure, no, it takes more than 2 active reloads to kill a boomer.
Oh, that's
maybe if they're both headshots. But
good luck with that.
No, it's not happening on Insane. This segment took me a lot of attempts. Did it only take me 26? How did it? It felt like a lot more. Maybe just
because it's a long segment that it's an auto scroller.
But yeah, so you can only take out 2 wretches before you have to reload, and I had to get all these stupid pistol reloads. So.
Yeah, you really hate those pistol reloads.
They're so quick. Once I figured out a consistent way to get the sniper reload, I was able to apply that to the pistol and make it a lot more reliable. But still, getting 6 or 7 pistol reloads without missing one perfect is difficult.
Yeah. So what's the more consistent way that you got?
I figured out, basically I just count to myself. So I think it was like 4 or 5. So I would as soon as I pulled the trigger with the sniper, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I would press the reload button sometime between 4 and 5. I think is what it ended up being. But so I would just count to myself really slow, measured, try to do it the same every time, and that was more consistent than watching the bar. Yeah. I mean, I still kind of watched the bar, but doing that count allowed me to also look at the rest of the screen without having to be completely bullseyed on the reload bar, because I could still, with the counting, I could still get the perfect reload without even seeing the bar if I needed to focus on something else.
Yeah, and I know you tried a metronome at one point, but that just didn't help.
No, it didn't work out for me. They used a metronome in Majora's Mask to get the bottle duplication.
Yeah, I know there's other runs where people use metronomes.
But yeah, it turned out to I just count to myself, and it works out. And the pistol reload is actually a lot easier because it's only 2, so it's 1, 2, click, and you get the reload 80% of the time or something like that.
Yep. Then move out.
So my pistol, yeah. Anyway, and after you do 4,000 or 5,000 reloads, you get a little better at it.
That's true too.
So yeah, you're definitely gonna. I think on yours, the wretch appears in the other room.
No, I'm pretty sure I got it onto mine. I meleeed it though.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you need to shoot it like that.
Yep.
Because you can shoot it as it's falling. And on Insane, for whatever reason, you have to shoot. Well, because they explode bigger, you have to shoot those wretches and get them to explode before you get to them. Otherwise, they'll explode and kill you as you dive past.
Stand by, Delta. Using the platforms for you.
Yes, I'm curious what method you use here. Because I know I altered strats a little bit to get the second boomer.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like you're doing the same thing.
Probably.
Probably used the same audio cue that I did. Oh, using a natural for him. Interesting.
It takes. I mean, look how many shots it takes.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you didn't do a active reload sniper.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And I meant to. So
Remind me to think on you. Everybody, get on your platform.
What was I going to say?
Control.
I don't know.
Usually, when I shoot the sniper, I try and leave it empty. So I try and switch back to the Gnasher without reloading. But I got that reload. He didn't die when I shot him the second time. And I got that reload, like, right as they killed him. So I ended up with a bullet in the chamber, which means I have to waste one at the pumping station. But I was actually okay with that because I hadn't gotten solid with the reloads yet, and it was more consistent for me to shoot and then reload than it was for me to reload from a weapon switch.
Yeah. Alright, so here we are on the Act 3 skip, which has 3 different routes. I found a video on YouTube. I've tried to find it since, and I cannot find it. Again, I'd love to give credit to those who uploaded that, but the video just shows you how to get out of bounds here. And you found a consistent way to get that dive in 1. The rest of this, I figured out. I spent hours on end. So there's 3 different routes. You have 1 on casual, 1 on insane, and 1 on co-op. On co-op, a lot of this ground stays loaded, so you have to use a different route. On insane, you take a lot more fall damage than you do on casual, so you have to fall down slowly. On casual, you can just fall straight down to the basement and be done. On insane, you have to go down ever so slowly and go floor by floor.
Yeah. And I tried to find a route to get through here, and I couldn't. You're like the god of finding these damn out-of-bounds routes.
Oh, God, because I spent far too many hours. For those people that find these out-of-bounds things and find sequence breaks, props to them, because I can't do that. I found, this is my one. I have this,
well,
and
I feel
Ghost
like
Mine skips in the conduit. That's all I've got.
I feel like it would be easier to find them or work on them in a game where you can jump.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Probably. And like on Metroid Prime, if you're out of bounds, you don't fall, do you? Like, I know they walk around out of bounds without...
I don't understand the complete physics behind that. So
yeah, I know there are places you can walk out of bounds where you don't fall. And here, if you're not standing on actual ground, you will fall. So, anyway.
But not every wall that you see is actually solid. Like, the pillars off to the left side of this are actually not solid at all. There's a way to get into the emulsion to the left, which is not real. That emulsion's not real, so you don't die from touching it. So it's really interesting. Some of it's real, some of it's not. And I experimented far too much. I tried to find a way to skip this Corpser fight, which will save like 2 minutes, but sadly, there's no way to get back up top to the...
Or trigger the next checkpoint either. Like, if you could just trigger the next checkpoint, then you could... just load that checkpoint and be where you're supposed to be. But
yeah, like you can get onto the emulsion where the Corpser dies, and you can walk under the walkway that you're about to go onto in a second, but the emulsion behind that stops. And it's just this thin walkway and just like an image of like your surroundings of the upcoming area. So there's nothing below it that you can actually walk on.
Just in time. Yeah, just in time to kiss my ass. Man,
and I tried finding something, and I could not find a way. I do remember one time when I was experimenting with co-op, I was able to get like on the roof over here. And I kind of want to go back and try to find a way to get onto the roof up here, and maybe that will help. I don't know if it's possible. If I can find a way to get onto the roof. As a matter of fact, if I can find a Corpser skip, I am redoing my run. That is guaranteed.
Yeah. So coming up here is the pumping station. It only took me 568 attempts.
Wow, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. Like, everybody listens to this going, 500, that's quite a few. Compared to your last run, which I think was like 423 or something like that for this segment, adding only 100 attempts with your new sniper-only fully active reloads every time, that's not a lot, especially with that segment coming up later. I won't spoil the number.
Yeah. 568 is quite a bit though, especially when you've got the like minute and a half walk up to the actual fighting.
Yeah, I remember when you were doing this the first time. You did like 2 hours a day for a full week, at least, before you finally got it. So I don't remember how long it took you this time around, but I remember you streamed a little bit of it because you're getting lonely.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So there we go. So I had to shoot that bullet so that I could get the active reload for the first kill there. And then yeah, it goes pretty decent from there. I think there's like 12 or 14 reloads in this segment, which is, you know, quite a bit.
Yeah, what's your record?
Whatever the highest number of reloads in this segment is.
Oh, no, 'cause you had like 17 in the next segment on one of your attempts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, right, because I actually missed a bunch of shots, but I kept going and reloading, and so I got more reloads than you actually have to get in this segment.
Yeah.
That's right. Because I put that clip up on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, almost done with it here. I was starting to get afraid here that my reload was going to wear off before I killed this guy, and I shoot him in like the hand. I got the luckiest shot on him there.
Nice.
I was so happy when
it gets stuck on the wall too.
Yeah. So, but when if you redo it, you need to walk around you need to go around it that way, because that puts you when you kill the last guy, it puts you closer to where you need to go.
Yep. Well, I have another idea for that segment anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever then.
I'll save my strats for now.
Keep your secrets.
I'll keep my secrets. And here comes the most useless checkpoint ever.
Yeah, seriously.
You get a checkpoint right here at the start of Act 4, which is probably why it's there in the first place. But here at the start of Act 4, and then you skip this cutscene, and then you get another checkpoint.
Yeah, right after you get a checkpoint for a cutscene. That's fantastic. Anyway, all right. So here we go. Most number of attempts segment in the entire run. 1108.
Yeah, that was not 108. No, that was 11. 1108.
1,001.
You shot him in the ass, like pixel perfect on his butt.
1,108 attempts. It took me a long time to find a method to clear this without just dying. Like for a while, I was trying running up to left side quicker to try and get. Because it turns out if you run straight up the left side, then your three guys will move forward a lot quicker and get into the action, and so they will distract the enemies. / shoot at them at least. So I tried that for a while, but I kept dying. I tried a bunch of other stuff, I kept dying. I think I got to this point 3 times, and twice I died to this boomer. And you can see he almost got me again there, which is really annoying. Oh man, that dive. Why did I have to dive that crazy way?
Yeah, and you dodged a sniper shot too.
The only saving grace is that it didn't cost me any time, because you can see that I'll wait here for a couple of seconds for the checkpoint to trigger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty epic though. Oh, man. Hopefully there are some people that have played Gears on Insane and will watch this and understand like how difficult it is.
Didn't you say that on your last commentary?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember you doing this one. You streamed this a little bit. And you kept missing that shot. It's like point blank range and you missed somehow.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't miss that often.
No, but it's just a couple times.
And that one I didn't bother reloading because I was going to be dropped. Okay, so have I shown you this method before?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Is it
go ahead.
The two hammer?
Well, yeah, and then going through the window over here, and then, yeah, I actually have to use 3, because I need to help them clear a couple of the guys. But, or no, I didn't. Did I? Yeah, I do. I use it here to kill that guy, or 2 of these guys. So I think that's still about as fast as this segment is going to be, though, because as soon as I get to the wheel, it's available.
Yep, and that's kind of what I did on mine, except I didn't know about the 2-hammer. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I knew about doing 2 hammers at that point.
No, I think I figured it out when I was doing single segment attempts after your run was done. So.
Yeah. Or at least towards the tail end.
You'll be able to use that to shave a few seconds off of that segment.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so this segment, oh my god, what a pain in the ass. I really didn't know what I was going to do. Well, I mean, there's the grenade throw that I used last time. But I found out that you have the tiniest sliver of ability to shoot that guy if you're in the window. Yeah, so that segment took a while to get to the point where I could line up that shot right away. Because you can't go running out in front of that troika. You will not survive.
Yep.
So
I mean,
you either
even
have to
get killed on casual. So.
Yeah. So you either have to get a really lucky grenade toss, or shoot him, and that's what happened that time. And then I checkpoint different than you do here.
Yeah, you did it where I should have.
And have I showed you this yet? I know there was a couple random ones I showed you, but
I don't think you showed me this, but you did tell me about it.
Okay, so you'll get to see here like how much time it saves.
Oh, I already know. Just by thinking about it, it's like, yeah, it's a smarter choice to go one more checkpoint.
Yeah, it makes the first grenade throw you have to line up and throw really quick because the hole spawns pretty much as soon as you load. But it means you can do as many attempts as you need on this next segment without having to go back and fix your save because you're playing through a checkpoint.
Yep.
Take cover.
So you'll see here I just run forward some and then I basically blind throw it. And then I run
you have
here.
to hold left trigger to get the distance.
Yeah. But then watch this. This is pretty sweet.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good. I didn't know you could actually stand that close to the wall.
Yeah, it doesn't damage you when it explodes. I actually, you can get there before. Like I purposely swung it wide and waited a little bit because you can get to the wall before it blows up, and stand there and wait for it. So I tried to set it up so that it blew up and then I dove through it basically as soon as possible. And I'm sure on casual, when you don't take as much grenade damage, you could tag both of those boomers a lot quicker than I did. But I had to make sure that I dove out of the way of the boomer that was exploding so that I didn't take too much damage from it.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's like, it's not the damage, it's the time taken from the hit. So it would actually be faster. It would be faster to do what you did rather than actually take a boom shot hit, because it would cause you to
I'm
stack
saying
it.
you could.
You're talking about the splash damage.
Yeah. So on casual, if you redo it on casual, you can get in there and tag both of those guys. Oh, watch this. This is pretty sweet. Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah. I saved time on that segment too.
What?
Oh yeah. Because I got a better. I don't think that you ran around past him as soon as you tagged him like I did or something. I don't know.
No, I actually know what it was. I think I held the hammer for a second to force him to stagger. Like, you lucked me to
Oh, is that?
stagger. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
well, anyway, I saved a couple seconds on that one. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, no, but I was saying on the boomers.
I'm the zone's exhauster, man.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't get the.
You can't get them both in one, but I found out if you get the troika and then you put the hammer beam back there, and you have to luck manipulate that second grub to run a specific path. which happens like 40% of the time, then you can, if you get lucky and have the grenade in, or the beam in just the right spot, it'll get him. And then I get really lucky right here. And that guy drops grenades and a shotgun.
And, yeah. Oh, man. I remember that. You streamed this. That's right.
Because I knew I was going to have to pick up grenades sometime soon. And that I was so lucky right there that guy just happened to drop grenades too. So, I mean, and that guy's always a shotgun grab. So you might want to consider trying to luck manipulate grenades there on your run.
Yeah. Because I think I'm going to want to luck manipulate one more than what I did in my run, I think. I'm not too sure. I mean, I guess for clarification for viewers, we're now in January of 2013. My run was completed in May of 2012. So this is quite a bit later.
Yeah, we've done some more single player and discovered a few more things since then, so.
Yeah, we've got a few more strats since my run. So sub 130 is possible. If anybody wants to go
definitely.
For it. And if somebody goes for it, I will challenge the...
Oh yeah, so here, no, this is another good place to luck manipulate grenades.
Oh, I luck manipulate them here. I got him in like prime location. I remember this.
So that first guy back there that I shot dropped grenades.
And then that guy usually does for me. The second one at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm kind of upset about this. I got stuck on a couple stupid pillars, but I ended up diving the way I needed to go, so it didn't cost too much time. Yeah. This next segment took a lot of attempts. There's quite a few guys that need to die and stuff. Mostly, a lot of my failures on this segment were due to missed shots because, like, the guy that I was aiming at was covering behind something and, like, happened to, like, peek out to start shooting, like, 2 frames before I pulled the trigger, and so he wasn't in the same spot and I missed. Like, yeah. I don't even know how many sniper shots I missed during attempting this run because some little jerk decided to peek out or stop peeking out like 3 frames before I pull the trigger.
Yeah, it's because they're screen watching or controller watching, whatever you want to call it. Seriously, this game cheats so bad.
Anyway, yeah, that there's like 8 guys in that segment. You have to. Oh, here you go. Here's my strategy for this one, which you might want to adopt a little bit of. At least, at a minimum, you're going to want to do what I do in a second here.
Probably the bottom guy.
Yeah, you see where So I shoot the bottom guy from...
Yeah.
Right there, which saves you having to run around.
Yep. And then those guys, wow, they don't move until you get there, so they are triggered by you.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I could definitely improve mine on this.
So that saves you so much movement. Like, I kind of thought I was going to save time on that segment over you, but I guess reloading the sniper just takes so damn long that I still didn't. But you can cut down the amount of running you do in that segment quite a bit if you optimize it a little different.
Yeah.
What's going on up there? Well, there's a bunch of
and then this next segment coming up, I found out I don't know if it's impossible, but it's really difficult to tag a boomer with a grenade if it's standing higher than you on a flight of stairs.
Huh.
Because a couple of times... Apparently not. Huh. I guess it's got a chastity belt or something.
Yes.
Because there were a couple of times that I ran up, like, right up to the front of this. You'll see me kind of right here. I'm trying to get it to walk down here to the stairs with me, but he doesn't. So I have to like run all the way up until I'm even with him, and then tag him and dive past. Because like at least twice I lost segments from being below him on the stairs and swinging at him and just whiffing.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best of segments. I think you could improve that, but it would take quite a bit.
This segment, I saved time on you again, and you'll see why here in just a second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You just blind throw it right there as soon as you get there. You have to wait like half a second. If you throw it as early as possible, then it'll explode too early. So you saw that I ran up and I kind of waited until I actually got to the barrier to throw it, and that was intentional because I had to. But you can throw it way early and it'll still close it.
Yeah. That's just lack of testing.
Sure. Just fix it. Right. Roger that. I can do that.
And then there, even though he didn't get down here as soon as possible, he didn't waste any time because it's a triggered event.
And then I play it way safe here. He didn't shoot. Usually he busts through that door with a shotgun blast, and so if you're close to it, you die.
Guaranteed. Yeah. And then he almost always jumps over that, which is nice.
Yeah, and still, a shotgun at nearly point blank can kill him.
And he runs like a pansy, which is really nice.
Yeah, that was really helpful because I was hurt.
Yeah. Oh, this segment. Just the start of it. It's like the pumping station.
Yeah, and on this difficulty, even the bottom, because like when you do it, you really only have to worry about getting chainsawed. But
yeah, this is
you have to do that shot early to kind of lure him to the front of the room, and even then you still die like 98% of the time.
Yeah, I mean look at your damage right now.
Trying to get through there.
Yeah.
Because one of them, like, they both won't go to the complete front of the room, and so one of them will either chainsaw you or melee you from behind, or the shotgun guy will get you, or there's so much.
This segment I hate so much because I spent so much time trying to figure out how to clear out all 6 grubs up here with 2 grenades, and it doesn't matter. One bit. It's 1 minute 4 seconds from the start of the segment until Jack opens the door, if you do it optimally. And I was so pissed when I found that out, because I got a really good segment, and then it's like, okay, well, I can get that a little bit better. Like, I missed something, I don't remember what it was, and so I went back and redid it. So my completed segment is not my fastest, or the one in the run. But I didn't keep the save for some stupid reason.
Yeah, so this segment is, it's slower than optimal by about like 2 seconds, but it's still by far the fastest segment I was able to get. Yeah. So.
I mean, as long as you get to the door before Jack rips it.
Marcus, it's open.
Well, you can see it fall in the video. So yeah, it's like 2 seconds slower than optimal, but it's really, really difficult to clear out those guys and even survive on Insane. So
look, manipulate, not getting nashered in the face right there, which happens like 90% of the time, if not more.
So.
The locusts are in the courtyard.
Oh, swing and a miss. And I think as long as there's not 2 of them out alive, that they will respawn as fast as possible. So I didn't bother like trying to shoot them as early as you possibly can or whatever. As long as I got them pretty quick.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Stupid wretch hiding behind the pillar. Oh. Alright, well here comes another badass segment.
Yeah.
I remember when you saw this when I was streaming it the first time I worked on this run, because this is when I had really figured out that that the active reload kills everybody.
Yep.
And I got like 7 reloads in a row when you first looked at it, and you were like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, I was really impressed.
Yeah. I get more than 7.
And I do remember, before I got to this segment on my run, you said, if I redo my insane run, it will be faster than yours. And I don't think you saved any time on this segment.
I don't know. When you find out.
Because of the boomer. Because the whole segment should look exactly the same except for the boomer.
Except for the boomer. This segment is... 450 attempts, segment 61, which was... it was 11 seconds slower than yours.
Oh, that's right. You lost a lot of time, and you were trying to figure out why.
And it's got to be the boomer.
I don't think the boomer will cost 11 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's one extra shot. Oh, you know what it could actually be? I may have gotten NPC luck for a little bit of help.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Either way, still, that was... Oh, and this is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it right here. Because I have to, like... Oh, man, I do this so pansy, because, like, I finally got all the perfect reloads.
And that guy just decides to walk away.
Yeah, it's like, what a jerk.
Yeah. I don't remember who pointed this out, that you can nade that door. And then all you have to do on single player, or even co-op, just have one person come up here, and then you can run back. On casual, I could just run straight back, but here, you need to, it's better to just clear them out up here.
Yeah, it's faster to just clear them out. If you don't clear them out and you get to the door downstairs too quick, it won't open. So on this difficulty, it's better since I have to throw the grenade anyway from that window to close the hole out here. Well, I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I do, and I can already see where they are, so I can luck manipulate them to be in a place where they're available to shoot with the sniper. So I go, I'm surprised I don't die right here.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know how I avoided that. And this boomer back here shoots me through the wall. That wall doesn't exist. Did you see the bullet come through it?
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you're gonna, no matter what, casual or insane, you're gonna pull really close calls on the boom shots.
Train station. You haven't seen this one yet. Check it out. I found out how this works. So, after you kill both of these guys, 2 sequences start.
Okay.
One of them is the holes. Well, actually, so when you kill this wretch, then the holes start popping. And I think also it triggers... And then when you kill... I'm sorry. And then... So then when you kill this wretch, the first sniper appears up there.
Aha!
Or no, wait, I'm sorry. I don't know what triggers them starting, but killing that wretch late delays this hole. If I remember right. So that wretch that I waited a long time for it to get to me,
yeah.
I killed it late because it delayed the spawning of the second hole. So what I did was I waited until right before that sniper was going to spawn so that I could kill the wretch, sniper the guy, and then close the hole before anyone crawled out of it. Because as soon as you kill that wretch... right, and I wanted to kill that sniper, the second one on the roof back there, as soon as possible, because killing him starts the timer for that last sniper.
Right. That was something that we found out a while ago, but we didn't know what triggered the third sniper. There's 4
Yeah,
snipers
so
total. So it's the third
there's
one
4.
that we didn't know.
Killing the third one starts the timer for the fourth one.
Right.
So what I wanted to do, because I couldn't afford anybody crawling out of a hole, so I had to delay the killing of that third wretch so that I could kill the sniper and then get into position to close the other 3 holes, because they all appear really quickly once you close them. So yeah, killing that third wretch spawns the second hole, and then yeah. Anyway, I think I've said enough about that. So this segment took a lot of attempts too.
A lot of reloads.
A lot of reloads, a lot of not dying to torque bolts, a lot of the guys being in the right position and not, ducking at the perfect time to make me miss.
Yeah.
Oh, elbow shot. Apparently that elbow was really critical for his life.
Apparently.
Anyway. Yeah, so still, all perfect reloads.
It's incredible. Didn't you save time on this one for some reason?
I saved time here. Watch this. My running is almost perfectly optimized.
I think you sent me this one. Because I pretty much predicted what you did to save time over mine. Because mine was pretty good.
So yeah, I got the dive before that scene, and then I got a dive before this walking while talking. And then I don't even worry about the boomer, or the berserker, I just push the button and go.
Yep.
And then I get some good pathing here, and I get a dive before this cutscene. And then...
Oh wow, that does complete the dive. Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you saw me just start the dive before the cutscene triggered, and then you actually get the full dive distance from it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the jumping into cutscenes in Borderlands.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, so the only time you save there is just optimizations, because that segment's exactly the same.
Yep. Oh, and I get super lucky here. Watch this.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh crap, the active's falling off, so I just kind of blind shot at him, and I happened to hit him in the head.
Yeah. And then I told you about that. I figured that out when I was doing my run, that the checkpoint is time-based after you press the button for the door.
Yeah,
so you can press the button, pick up the grenades, and then you get a checkpoint.
Yeah, so basically it's a free grenade pickup. It doesn't cost you any time.
Yep. Lovely.
And this segment took me quite a few attempts because I had to luck manipulate killing all of these guys without having to switch troikas. Because you die if you have to switch, pretty much.
Yeah. Wow, this is looking really good. And then, of course, you're counting the amount of kills you get, because after the 10th, you got an 11th one coming up.
Yeah.
So you know exactly where it's going to be.
So yeah, that was pretty good for that segment.
Now, I think at this point you did some testing before that segment to figure out how much you needed for RAM.
Did I play? I think I might have played ahead and figured out if I needed to pick up that second set of torque bolts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you did that before you did this segment to make sure you knew how much you needed to pick up.
And actually, I'm not positive that I used 7, so it might not be necessary because I went through like 5 different strategies trying to find the fastest way to kill him.
Yeah, because you wanted to try to find a faster way than just getting the glitch.
Yeah, because I figured if I had torque bolts and perfect reloads, there might be a faster way.
Oh, nice ring around the rosy. I like it.
Yeah, but it turns out that it's not. And it's really annoying because it took me forever to get Oh yeah. So checkpoint there next time. Because that killed all the wretches behind you. And even if you press the button, these guys don't trigger until all the wretches in the room are dead.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
But don't checkpoint. I checkpointed after I cleared this room because it's really annoying, and a single shotgun blast doesn't always kill a wretch. But when you do it on casual, you're going to want to not checkpoint after you clear this room because it costs you a few seconds. Be something about like the delay for pressing the button or something like that. It ends up costing a few seconds if you press the button after loading last checkpoint.
Huh.
And I couldn't do the shooting up at them like you can on casual because a single shotgun blast doesn't always kill them, and if I didn't kill them and get them to fly like out of the cart, then I would die. So I had to play that one a lot safer than you do on. And I got a little lucky here. Like I tried a few times killing wretches along the way, and I died. So you'll see that I told Dom to regroup with me there, hoping that would help. But I think pretty much all of the wretches just happened to follow me as well, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would change in my run, is taking out a few more wretches on the way.
But yeah, if I tried to melee them and then run past them, I almost always died to their explosion because I couldn't get out of the way in time.
Yep.
Alright, here it comes. Last badass segment of the run.
Yeah.
I think this is like 12 seconds faster than my previous insane difficulty.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So what was the point of taking a look at where Dom was, or pulling up orders?
No, I told him to fall back or take cover or something like that. I think it makes getting ROM stuck here more consistent.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Alright.
What's that?
Just get an explosion there, and then Nasher him to death.
Isn't that what I did last time?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah, so the two perfect torque bolt damages before he got there saved some time.
Yeah, and you didn't use 6 shots, so you did waste a second picking up a second torque bow.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah, because I think your original strat was just to torque him to death.
Just to torque him to death. Yeah, but it turned out that I couldn't make it happen. Even if I stayed all the way back at the beginning and got some crazy good aiming, because it's really difficult to aim the torque bow over a long distance and hit him.
Yeah.
But still, it took so many bolts that I ran out frequently. And then I couldn't kill him at all because I was out of explosive ammo of any type. And so yeah, I couldn't find a way. I couldn't find a way to kill him without getting him stuck in a speedrun setting.
Yeah.
So I tried all sorts of stuff. I tried going past him. I tried drawing him forward. I tried, letting him send the bats out and then using all torque boats on him, and I never got anything to work that was faster. So anyway, hopefully that was sufficiently badass for you.
Yeah, that was very entertaining. And it does kind of make me want to redo my run now. There's so many new strats now that I know for a fact sub 129 is possible. I don't know about 128.
Well, you can shave at least a minute off, at least a minute and a half off, just by getting the time improvements that I got. And I'm sure if you get more one shots with the Nasher,
and then a few extra strat changes.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe I'll go back and do it. I had a
Maybe.
couple other runs in mind, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. So I think I'm pretty much done with Gears at this point.
2
except
Insanes,
for-
1 casual, single segments, and a co-op.
Did I actually submit a single segment?
No.
No.
You were
okay,
going to,
'cause
but then Dazzle beat your time.
Dazzle beat my time, and he's working on it still, I think. So I'll let him have single segment.
Let me have casual. And you haven't
Sure.
seen it. We have co-op. There we go.
Yeah. So unless I work on it again for a marathon, I think I'm probably done with this in a speedrun setting.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
time
I'm
to find
not-
a new game.
Yep. So for any viewers out there, if you're interested in running the game, feel free to post in the Gears thread or send either Yokai or myself a message, and we'll be glad to help you guys out. We'd love to see more runners of this game. So that was a...
and I will declare again that this time unlikely to ever be beaten.
Except by an insane person.
Yes.
What are we doing tomorrow?
AKA yourself.
Yeah. Oh, man, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, like, I'm really happy with the run. Like, it's a great run. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me on the commentary.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hopefully everybody enjoyed our insights. And guess I'll see you next time.
Will not stop. Why we will fight and fight and fight until we win or we die. And we are not dead yet.
Stay cool, baby. Bring it on, sucker. This my kind of shit. Bring it on, sucker. This my kind of shit. Bring it on, sucker. This my kind of shit. Bring it on, sucker. This my kind of shit. Just a little time out. Scratch me. Stand up. Fall down. Stand up. Yeah, that's right. Fall down. To the left. You're doing good, baby. To the right. To the left. To the right. Stand up. Hell yeah. Fall down. Stand up. All right. all of y'all. Ain't enough freaks to stop this man. Here comes some more. Boom. I'm in the zone, baby. Boom. Oh yeah, I got enough for all of y'all. Boom. Ain't enough freaks to stop this man. Boom. I can do that all night long. Stand up. Fall down. Stand up. Yeah, that's right. Fall down. To the left. You're doing good, baby. To the right. To the left. To the right. Stand up. Hell yeah. Fall down. Stand up. All right. Fall down. To the left. To the right. To the left. Yeah, that's right. To the right. Gonna freak you on. Stay cool, baby. Oh yeah, I'm back in the game.